Good morning, boys and girls. This morning we begin chapter 30 of our hardback reading book, Testing Begins. Those are words we never like to hear, right? Testing. Well, let's find out, okay? Icky is walking slowly to his chair in the classroom. So our first sentence kind of tells us something right there. Maybe Icky's not having a good day, or maybe he's nervous about testing. Maybe some of you get nervous about testing. Icky walked slowly to his chair in the classroom. "Good morning, Icky," said Miss Blossom. Icky sighed. "Hi," he said. He sounded glum. "What's the matter?" asked Miss Blossom. Icky sighed again. "We have testing today," he said. "I hate testing." Icky's hands felt sweaty and shaky. His stomach felt yucky. His brain felt empty, and his mouth felt dry. Miss Blossom smiled. "Maybe it would help you if you thought of the test like a soccer game," she said. "What?" said Icky. "I don't get it." "Well," said Miss Blossom, "during soccer season, you have practice every day. So when you're in a game, you know what to do, right?" "Right," said Icky. "It's the same with schoolwork," said Miss Blossom. "You learn every day. So on a test, you know what to do, right?" "I guess so," said Icky. He grinned. Miss Blossom's idea made him feel much better. And boys and girls really shouldn't be nervous about testing. Whenever you do something like that, you just do the best you can do. But like Ms. Blossom said, it's important to prepare. So our next chapter is magic. "Time's up, class," said Ms. Blossom. "Please put your pencils down. Pass your test booklets forward. Testing is finished." "Hooray," cheered the super kids, but without much oomph. They'd been testing for 3 days, and they were worn out. "I'm proud of you, boys and girls," said Miss Blossom, "and I have a treat to share with you. Line up and follow me." Miss Blossom led the super kids up to the rooftop garden. "Look," she said. "Hooray," cheered the super kids, and this time they sounded happy and excited. At last, after all the planting and watering and weeding and waiting, their daffodils had blossomed. Get it, Miss Blossom? Blossomed? The super kids stuck their noses into the big yellow daffodils and smelled their springy scent. They goofed around, squatting down so it looked as if the daffodils were growing out of their heads, like horns or an antenna. "I can't believe these dull brown bulbs that Miss Blossom gave us last fall turned into such pretty flowers," said Tick. "It seems like magic." So boys and girls, maybe your parents plant bulbs in the fall, and it seems like a long time that nothing's happening, but when the warm weather comes and the rain, those beautiful bulbs turn into flowers. Our next chapter is the big contest. Go green. Have you done something to beautify our town? Have you done something to protect our environment? Write an entry that describes your project. Include illustrations. Submit your entry to the America Goes Green contest. Judges will visit to select the winning projects. Winners will have a float in the town parade. "Doc," whispered Lily, "look at this." Doc read the computer screen. "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" she asked. "Yes," said Lily. "Let's send in an entry about our rooftop garden, and let's not tell Miss Blossom. If we win, it will be a great surprise for her." "Okay," said Doc. "What's the deadline for the contest?" "Well," said Lily, "that part is a surprise too, but not such a good one. The deadline is today at 5. "Yikes," said Doc. "In that case, we need help, and we need it fast. Let's talk to everyone and make a plan." So they're going to enter their rooftop garden into the contest, but they need to get to work quickly. Click on Send. The super kids met. Whoops, I clicked too soon. The super kids met at the public library after school. Everyone pitched in to help write and illustrate their contest entry. Just before 5 o'clock, Doc said, "Are we ready?" "Yes," said the kids. They squashed together and put their hands on the mouse. 1, 2, 3, said Doc. Click. The kids clicked on Send. a blooming rooftop garden by the Super Kids. At the beginning of second grade, our teacher gave us daffodil bulbs. We planted the bulbs in boxes on the roof of our school building. We watered the bulbs. We weeded the boxes. We waited all winter. When spring came, green sprouts popped up. Next, the daffodils grew taller. Then they had buds. At last, the daffodils blossomed. Growing plants on a roof keeps a building warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. And it makes the roof a beautiful garden. Our rooftop garden is a perfect project for our class because guess what our teacher's name is? Ms. Blossom. See other pictures? Babies. Daffodils had blossomed on Ms. Gibson's farm too. Golly loved smell, so he enjoyed sniffing the spring air. It was a mixture of flowers, new grass, and mud. Golly also enjoyed meeting all the baby animals that were born in the spring. If you remember, boys and girls, Golly went to the farm to live when his owners moved and they couldn't take him with them. The cows had calves, the sheep had lambs, the hen had chicks, the pigs had piglets. But when Golly stopped by to meet baby's goslings, the mean goose hissed. She flapped her big wings, stretched her long neck, and stabbed Golly hard with her sharp beak. Of course, she was just protecting her babies, boys and girls. But geese can be kind of scary. Baby chased Golly out of the barn, across the yard, past the pond, and down the road. Golly ran. He ran so fast and so far that when he finally stopped, he didn't know where he was. Baby had disappeared. Golly sniffed to the right and he sniffed to the left, but nothing smelled familiar. Golly was lost. Boys and Girls, Chapter 31, Golly on the Road. That's when we'll find out what happens to Golly. I don't like lost dog stories, boys and girls. They make me sad. So I can tell you, it'll have a happy ending, don't worry. But that's for next week. So I hope you have a good day, boys and girls.